What is a learning disability? A learning disability is a disorder that has a negative impact on a child's learning. It can affect things such as a student's ability to speak, listen, read, write, spell, or compute. Learning disabilities are not like the common cold or the flu, where you can just go to the doctor and get medicine in order to fix the problem. They are incurable, and while the effects of these disorders can be lessened through supported learning and resource programs in the school, they will always be present in the individual's life. More people than you know have learning disabilities. You can't tell by just looking at someone whether or not they have a learning disability, but it could be anyone. Did you know only 67% of students with a learning disability graduate high school with a diploma? And only 10% of students with a learning disability attend a four-year college. So what can we do in order to change this? The answer is pretty simple. We must put a greater emphasis on special education and providing students with learning disabilities with the resources they need in order to succeed and reach their full potential. One of the most important aspects of special education is providing students who meet the standards of receiving one with an IEP, which is an individual education plan. An IEP provides students with learning disabilities certain benefits that will help improve their educational experience. Some things that students can receive with an IEP is extra time on a test. Or they may receive one-on-one or small group help in certain areas such as reading or math. Also may receive things such as revised tests in order to make it easier for the student. In many cases, students will get to work one-on-one with a licensed special education teacher who can help in areas that they are struggling in by providing them with remedial instruction. One thing that is very important in special education is technology. This kind of technology is often known as assistive technology, and students can often receive it through their IEP. Some examples of this type of technology are voice recognition softwares to help students who may have trouble writing out their ideas. Students who are nonverbal may often use iPads or something similar in order to type out and communicate what they are thinking. Another very important type of technology used in special education is instructional software. These are helpful because that way if a student is struggling in a certain subject area, they can go on the computer and do one of these softwares in order to get more practice. This way the teacher doesn't have to take time away from the class in order to help. The main point I want you to take away from me today is how important special education is in our schools. Many times students may be failing and teachers often just assume it is because the child doesn't care, but more times it is not. It's because the child is struggling to understand a topic. Even children with learning disabilities can get good grades in school and do well. They just need extra help, which they receive from special education. This is why special education is one of the most important areas in education and must not be forgotten.